ain't nothing but a G thing, baby. Too low out niggas, so it crazy.
Hello everyone, it's BF4, and I don't know how you feel about my intro. A little bit edgy there, but in the future for my intros, I'm going to try and just come up with some kind of audio to play during the intro. I don't know if I'll probably change the intro soon, but I'm too lazy to make a new one, so for now I guess I'll just keep changing the audio. So the gameplay you're going to see in the background is going to be mostly, well actually all without UI, in-game UI, so it means no like ammo count. I can't see if people are friendly or not, so you'll see me aiming at friendly people a lot, and it's kind of awkward, but yeah, it's kind of a challenge, but it's not terribly difficult. If you want to try it, I believe the command is UI.draw enable space and then 0. If you zoom in, if you go full screen, you can see it in the video. I type it in a lot, but anyway, the point of this video is just commentary, not really the video. The video is kind of boring. I mean, it's just a long video with not really any cuts. So I wanted to say some things mostly about the Battlefield 4 beta and some of my opinions on it. But before we get started, I wanted to say that most of my future videos, if I can remember, are going to be at 720p in terms of in-game resolution, because I think that works better on YouTube in terms of aspect ratios. So I'm going to try that and hopefully look better. I also recorded a lot of good stuff today, so I'll be uploading a lot. Should be, I think, 4 videos today that I'll be uploading throughout the next week. Now onto the beta. So there's a lot of controversy over the beta in general because it has so many flaws right now. I mean, the Battlefield 3 beta had a lot of flaws. It was kind of different areas, I feel like. The Battlefield 3 was just such an innovative game because it was just, the engine was so new, and there were just so many like engine bugs. Now I feel like it's mostly engine bugs and stuff, but also there's a lot of optimization issues. I think that's actually the biggest problem right now. People are having to, all the tryhards are buying Windows 8 because apparently the game's optimized for Windows 8 but not Windows 7, and that's just really stupid because of course I have Windows 7, so I think most people have Windows 7, so the fact that it's not optimized for that is silly, but also just frustrating. I mean, they did recommend it in the requirements. They recommended things where said you need Windows, or they recommended Windows 8, but they're just kind of dicking us by, like, if you want to have a stable frame rate, they're almost requiring it for the beta. And overall in the beta, in terms of gameplay, I haven't really played that much, but from what I have played, I'm happy with a lot of the like executive gameplay decisions they've made in terms of like balance and like class concepts and stuff. I'm not sure how I feel about all the overlaps. Like, I don't know about giving all the classes carbines. I'm a little bit against that. I think also with the DMRs, I think stick to I think PDWs and shotguns were fine. So that's just my personal opinion on that. And because I don't like, if there's a really good DMR, I don't think it's like there's that 50 cal, which I think is a DMR. I don't want all the classes to be using the same all kit weapon, and I'm afraid that's going to happen if there are more there are less situational guns in the all kit weapons. So that would include DMR is a pretty they're pretty easy to use in most situations, and especially carbines are fairly versatile. So I'm worried about that. And but I am happy with making support a lot more effective in terms of infantry combat, giving recon C4 and Pokeballs, and the less suppression is a good thing in my opinion. I mean, I kind of like suppression. I feel like I can kind of adapt to whatever the game throws at me, or the series throws at me. But overall, suppression I think was a bad decision. Variable zoom on snipers is nice, and I want to talk a little bit about how I plan to play Battlefield 4, because most of my Battlefield 3 career was played as Assault, but I kind of got bored of Assault. It was really generic, and I felt like over time the only thing that I really liked doing as the Assault class was doing really well in general, and also defibrillator kills, which I still love doing that, but that wasn't really enough to keep me going, so I switched to more aggressive bolt action recons type stuff, and you'll see a video called like 6 shots or something, which is like only like a minute-ish long. I recorded it in one round, and it's pretty good. There's some hard scopes, but most of it, like, there are some really sweet quick scopes and stuff. I sound like a COD scrub saying that, but just watch it. There are some other little things about Battlefield 4 though that I don't like. It seems harder to play as an aggressive recon in Battlefield 4. Maybe it's just the frame rates and stuff, but it seems like maybe there's a longer scope and time, like a weird scope and animation. The accelerator running, I feel like that slows gameplay down a lot. And for a recon, you usually have to peek and re-peek a lot, so I feel like that affects the speed at which you can do that. I think I just have to adapt, though. I don't think that's that big of a deal, actually. I really dislike the CRSL. Honestly, I've only put like 5 hours into the beta, but I really don't like the JNG90 in Battlefield 3. I really don't like the L96. It's just there's a field of sniper rifles in the Battlefield series, and if they don't flow in an aggressive way, then it just doesn't work for me. I don't know how to explain it, but it's really hard to be aggressive with that sniper rifle for whatever reason. And then there are other things that are a little bit debatable. I'm not really sure how I feel about vehicle ammo. I used to play Battlefield 2, and honestly, in Battlefield 3, I don't see it as being a giant issue. It seems a little bit silly that vehicles can just shoot all day without any penalties, but I mean, like, the HMGs on top of tanks still don't have ammo, so, like, honestly, I feel like either go all in or not at all. So, I mean, that's part of my opinion, but as opposed to, or in terms of whether I would put what they have now above Battlefield 3, hard to say. I think with more starting out ammo, I think yes, I would agree. I think they just need to add a little more ammo, and I think it'll help balance stuff out a little more. But I did really like the vehicle infantry balance in many situations in Battlefield 3, mostly between tanks and engineers, but I think that was really well balanced. But the versus air units definitely could be tweaked. I don't think just buffing Iglas is really the way to go. That just sucks. Obliteration was released recently, I believe, which is like the bomb mode where you have to like capture the bomb. Honestly, that seems kind of gimmicky. They're just trying to throw whatever ideas they come up with at us, and I don't think they actually see much potential in any of these newer game modes. Scavenger wasn't really that innovative, but like it was still fun. They put a Battlefield twist on it, I think. but they didn't really, like in Battlefield 3 they didn't really have any new game modes. I think one of the only really Battlefield game mode ever until Obliteration was that I can think of off the top of my head is Rush. I think that's I don't maybe that was Counter-Strike though before. I've only played a little bit of Counter-Strike during the free weekend, and then I bought the games, but I haven't played it after that, so there might be some kind of a bomb game mode in that. But Obliteration seems such like a far-fetched idea that I don't think any other game has it, so it just seems kind of stupid. Maybe it'll be fun. I'll try it out, but it just seems kind of stupid, to be honest. Like you have to capture the bomb and bring it to the enemy. I don't even something. You have to bring it to another area, and then it will blow up. And I mean, I just feel like it'll be like one team goes for one bomb, the other team goes for the other bomb, and they don't really interact. I just feel like that's how it's going to be, a lot of the time. I mean, that seems kind of not plausible, but I think that might definitely be happening. Levolution is kind of cool in some respects, but there are lots of things that are just annoying. I mean, like I was driving one of the big trucks down across the bridge, and there's that like roadblock Levolution thing that pops up the thingy, and if you played the game, you'll know. And it was just like, I can't get through that, and I mean, I had to get out of the thing, walk over to the button and press it, and then get back in it's not that much of an inconvenience. It just seems like a waste of time, to be honest with you. Like, the person who said it was not using strategy. They were just messing around, or they were using it for somebody else. Like, they were not using it against me. So I just feel like that's kind of stupid, to be honest. But the skyscraper falling, really, really gimmicky. Really, really just a marketing ploy, to be honest. I think it's kind of a cool idea at the same time, but I don't think it really adds a substantial gameplay element. I don't think that Levolution, like the skyscraper falling or the boat crashing into the shore, oh wow, there's not suddenly a boat on the map, how exciting. I don't think that's going to be super effective on the gameplay. I don't think that's going to really make a difference. All I really care about is gunplay and general map flow. So, I mean, I guess it kind of affects the map flow, but not really. So, in some ways it does. But I guess I would want the map flow to be constant anyway. So it's kind of, I'm getting into something that I have to explain now. So basically, map flow is just like how the players in the map move around and which objective they go to, succeeding the one that they just captured. So like Caspian Border has a really quick flow to it, in my opinion. Once you're experienced, you go B, D, C, and then you go back to B because probably the enemy took it, and then there's some resistance at B, and you just go around kind of in circles, and it seems silly, but there are all these variations and little things that pop up, and it's, I don't know, I love Caspian Border, and that's kind of it's kind of hard to explain what I'm referring to in terms of map flow, but anyway, I definitely I'm anxious to get Second Assault because I love Caspian Border so much. I'm just probably not going to play much of the beta anymore just because I'm sick of the optimization. Mostly going to be waiting for the release of the final game and the Second Assault DLC with Caspian Border. If they, for whatever reason, don't put Caspian Border in, I'm going to be very, very, very upset. I think I checked today, I have 760 hours logged in one server, and that server is HI Noobs Hiding in the Bush, which is Caspian only, where I'm an admin, and yeah, so that it's just stupid, but yeah, I really love that map, so I'll just probably end up playing that exclusively in Battlefield 4 if it's done correctly. Hopefully they'll have another map that's kind of similar in terms of map flow. I keep using that word, but hopefully I can play more than one map. So tell me what you think of the beta in the comments if you played it. If you haven't played it, then don't tell me what you think of the beta because you are not informed. I guess you can be watching. Okay, well I guess if you've seen like beta gameplay, then I guess you could say this looks stupid or whatever, but I'm just talking bullshit now. So thanks for putting up with my ranting. Most of it was filler and useless. That's just how I talk, and I'm bad at this, and you'll have to stop me from doing commentaries in the future. See ya. And I forgot to say in the original recording, there's a snippet at the end of this video from TeamSpeak during this game that I thought was pretty funny, so I'll leave you with that. Yeah.
Hello? Hello? Richard.
User disconnected from your channel.